Welcome to the Eczema Warrior podcast. I'm your host, Julia Chen. I'm here to help you heal your eczema naturally so you can finally live your best damn life. Many years ago in my own eczema healing journey, I was stuck and confused on how to heal my skin. Fast forward to today, after many lessons learned and lots of trial and error, I am now living my best life and traveling the world with clearer skin. If you're an eczema or TSW warrior who desires a life of food freedom and is wanting to heal your skin without steroids while using mindset and manifestation as a tool, you're in the right place. Now let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Eczema Warrior podcast. We are on episode 69, and today we're going to be talking about how to boost the immune system. And before we get into it, I always like to do a little bit of a life update. So for those of you who have been following the podcast over the past year, you know I have been on the road, I have been traveling, I have been going to a different country, I feel like. I mean, not even I feel like, I literally have gone to another country every month. Some months I've stayed in different cities for longer, but anyways, I've been out and about traveling. And for the first time in over a year, I am back to Canada. I've always wanted to travel, and I never really got a chance to up until a couple years ago after a relationship ended. And so I've been doing that over the past year, and I just got home a couple days ago. My last destination was Japan, which was freaking incredible. I'm obsessed. And by the way, I'm actually doing a Japan haul this morning at 11 a.m. PST of all the things that I bought in Japan: skincare, hair products, clothes, shoes. So if you're curious about what I got in Japan, then definitely go on to my Instagram where I will be going live. But yeah, I am back to Canada now after traveling for a full year. I am a bit bittersweet. You guys know this. Canada is like not my place to live. I can't really deal with the winter. It's not really the place where I feel the happiest, not really like myself. And so I've always felt like I've thrived outside of Canada. But the only reason why I'm here is because my best friend's getting married this summer and we have a bachelorette coming. And of course, while I'm here, I'm going to see family. So I decided to stay here for the summer. And honestly, summer's the only time I'll come back anyways. Otherwise, it's too freaking cold. I'm back to my parents' home for now. And I am going back to becoming a full-time dog mom. Phil and I are still sharing Taco. So now that I'm back, he gets to have some time off, and will be taking care of Taco. So yeah, I miss him a lot. So while I'm here in Canada, I did share with you guys that some things are coming down a pipeline. For example, I want to be doing more live trainings. It's been difficult for me to do them as much while traveling, even though I did do some while I was away outside of Canada, but I want to do more of those here now since I'm in a better time zone. Oh my God. I didn't realize how the time zone really fucked me up. Being in Asia is just whenever I'm wanting to work during the day in Asia, it's literally middle of the night for you guys. And when I'm asleep, it's when you guys are awake. So it's really hard for me to like show up on stories and post things at the right time. So now it's like perfect. It's like feels nice to be able to not have to worry about staying up till 11 p.m. just to post. I know that I can just get it done during the day. So that being said, I'm excited to just be in the normal time zone. I'm excited to host a couple trainings that I want to set up for probably July at some point. If not, it'll be August. And IG Lives are going to be something I'm going to be doing bi-weekly. So if you want to learn from me, make sure you follow me on Instagram at juliachen.rd. And then I also shared that I'll be upgrading the podcast. So I'm looking into getting new equipment, recording, doing video recordings, using a better microphone, just to make it a better experience for me, but also for you guys to enjoy the better quality of the pod. Okay, so let's get into today's episode on how to boost your immune system. I can't tell you how many times I see people getting sick very often, and this includes mostly my friends, but even my family too. Like I noticed that people around me in general tend to get ill often, whether it's once a year or even twice a year, even 3 times a year. And a lot of people always ask me, Julia, I noticed that you like never get sick. What is it that you do for you not to get sick? Because obviously nobody wants to get sick, right? Nobody wants to get a cold. You don't want to get a flu. Being sick is just not a pleasant experience. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can actually improve your immune system so you hardly get sick. And it really comes down to a few things that you need to change when it comes to your diet, when it comes to your supplements, and of course, your lifestyle. So if you're someone who notices that you get sick often, this is going to be the episode for you. Or if you notice you get sick, but it takes a long time for you to recover, this is the episode for you as well. So your immune system is directly related to your gut. The health of your gut is going to determine the strength of your immune system. So if you have poor gut health, if you have poor digestion, if generally your gut health isn't optimal, then for sure you're going to notice a weak immune system, amongst other systems as well. Obviously, this podcast is about eczema, but I'm also trying to branch out and talk about other organs, other systems, other bodily functions. And so when you have poor gut health, not only are you impacting your immune system, you're also impacting your skin, your hormones, your brain health, all of it. Having good gut health is going to help with supporting a robust immune system. And having good gut health means that you have beneficial bacteria over the harmful ones that grow in your gut. And I have lots of episodes on the podcast talking about how to heal your gut, how to improve your digestion, how to improve your gut microbiome. So definitely check out those episodes on how you can do that. Because if you're able to improve your gut health, then your immune system is also going to improve. 70% of the immune system actually resides in the gut. There's something called the gut-associated lymphoid tissue, and these are basically immune cells that respond and detect pathogens that enter the body. And so we want to be supporting and healing the immune system by nurturing the gut as much as possible through food, through supplementation, through balanced meals, and a good lifestyle to do that. Because if you don't take care of your health, if you don't give the gut what it needs, then your gut is going to have problems preventing harmful substances, harmful pathogens from entering to the bloodstream. Because in your gut, there's something called the gut lining, which acts as a barrier. When your gut lining is compromised over, there's all kinds of reasons why it could be compromised, then you're increasing the chance of you developing certain infections and inflammation. Also, it's not just about like the foods that you eat, the supplements that you take, and the lifestyle. It's also about your past medical history as well. And I have to mention this because sometimes we forget about that, or maybe you guys don't know that, is that your medical history and your overall health growing up since you were in your mother's womb, and even your mother's health when she was pregnant with you, impacts your gut health and impacts your immune system as well. So working on your gut health isn't just what you're doing at the current moment, it's also considering those factors as well. If you're someone who used to take a lot of antibiotics as a child, you got sick often as a child, you didn't eat very well as a child, or maybe when your mom was pregnant, she delivered you through C-section, or you weren't breastfed, all of that's going to impact your health. So it might take longer for you to improve your gut health, to improve your immune system, when you have to consider those factors too. But what you can do today to start building that is to focus on giving your body what it needs to have good gut health. Having balanced meals, eating enough fiber, drinking lots of water, taking the right supplements, which we'll talk about very shortly. So I want you guys to have a better idea of why you need to support your gut microbiome and your gut function if you want to have a good immune system. As for immune supplements, these are my favorite ones that are also backed up with evidence. Vitamin D is a nutrient that can be only obtained through the sun. A lot of us don't get enough sunshine depending where you live. And even if you do get sunshine, a lot of us don't actually absorb vitamin D to the fullest potential. I always recommend everybody, whether or not you have poor gut health or poor immune system, everyone should be taking a vitamin D supplement because most people are deficient. That being said, please check your levels before supplementing because you could also over supplement, and we do not want that because vitamin D toxicity is definitely possible. So vitamin D is one of those nutrients that is essential for immune function. And because you can't get a lot of vitamin D through the sun, supplementing is going to be key. Usually for my clients who are low in vitamin D, I usually supplement up to or more than 5,000 international units per day. And then in the summer months, or if you have normal vitamin D levels, we usually do a maintenance dose, which is around 1,000 international units per day. Again, please check with a practitioner before supplementing with vitamin D. Number 2 is probiotics. So as I mentioned, you need to have good gut health if you want to have a good immune system. And to have good gut health, you want to be also taking probiotics to promote the growth of beneficial bacteria because diet is often not enough. And we want probiotics to help with supporting the gut lining and gut barrier. There are certain probiotics that have been studied that help with immune function. For example, the lactobacillus and bifidobacterium bacteria are well studied in terms of helping with the gut flora and with enhancing the immune system. So you want to look out for those ones when you're selecting the right probiotic. I also like to take garlic pills. Garlic is so powerful in fighting against bacteria, viruses, fungi. It helps to get rid of gut infections as well. For example, garlic is great for candida overgrowth. And if you have candida overgrowth, that also damages your gut, which in turn affects your immune system. So while garlic can promote good bacteria, it's also really good for getting rid of harmful bacteria as well. So I love taking garlic. Then there's also oregano oil. Oregano oil is also very powerful in fighting off bacteria, viruses. It has antimicrobial properties, very similar to garlic. It can help to reduce inflammation, and it's actually amazing for candida overgrowth as well. So not only is it immune supportive, but it helps to kill off harmful pathogens like yeast. Okay, so probiotics, vitamin D, garlic and oregano oil, and the last supplement is my freaking holy grail. I'm honestly surprised nobody has talked about this supplement enough, and I almost feel like I'm revealing a secret, to be honest. But fuck it, it's gonna help you, and it has helped me so much with like everything. Is colloidal silver. Game changer. Best supplement for the immune system. Heals everything. Cures my colds. Colloidal silver, it comes in different forms, but the way that I take it for my immune system is it comes in a liquid form. It's basically like water. It doesn't really taste like anything, but what it is basically silver particles that are dispersed in water. These silver particles in this liquid supports the immune system and it fights off infections. It has been used for thousands of years for actually wound healing as well. So colloidal silver not only comes in liquid version where you can take it orally, but you can also use it as a spray and as a gel. So actually in my last couple episodes, I can't remember exactly which one, but I talked about my staph infection. I used a lot of colloidal silver gel to help with the healing process. Of course, that wasn't enough because I needed to take antibiotics, but I definitely noticed that colloidal silver gel on my wounds always heals them a lot faster. So with colloidal silver, when I'm sick or I feel like I'm catching something, what I'll do is, depending on the brand, of course, but I'll take a teaspoon once every 4 hours. And I swear to you, you guys, it literally heals me within a few days. No freaking joke. I have tested this on myself every time I get ill. Heals my cough, heals my sore throat within a week. I have given this to my friends who have taken it, and same thing. Their colds used to be so long to noticing their symptoms improve within a few days. This shit is fucking wild. It is my holy grail. I just bought a new bottle because I'm like, couldn't get it when I was traveling. Now I'm back in Canada. I'm getting a huge bottle. I'm drinking this shit. You don't have to drink it all the time, even when you're not sick. I do it, like, it's not one of those supplements where you have to be religious with it and like every day. It's more like, okay, I feel like I need a little bit of immune support, then I'll take it. Oh, I actually have a story that I want to share. I might say this for a different episode, but just quickly here, when I used to get, okay, this might be a little bit TMI, but for my ladies out there, you guys know sometimes down your coochie, you may notice symptoms like yeast infections or something called BV, which is bacterial vaginosis. It's basically when you have bacteria that grows in your vagina. I know it sounds kind of gross, but basically it happens to a lot of women when there's overgrowth of bacteria. I literally tried everything to heal my BV. I did like diet, I reduced sugar. I took all these supplements and nothing freaking worked. I even did boric acid vaginal suppositories. I don't know if you guys know that, but it like helps to get rid of BV. That didn't work. And then I had side effects from it. So anyways, I was like at my last straw of like how to get rid of this BV because I had it for like months. And then my friend was like, take colloidal silver every 4 hours, a teaspoon. And this shit fucking cured it. So I know for a fact that colloidal silver works for killing off bacteria and infections. I'm not saying substitute your medication for this. I'm just saying it can be helpful. Please check with your practitioner before taking anything. These dosages are not that I'm recommending are not specific for everybody. So check with your practitioner before starting them. And yeah, those are the supplements I recommend to support your immune system. There's also other supplements as well that you can take. It's not just limited to these ones, but I have noticed that these supplements have worked the best for me. I've been taking for the last couple years and it has given me great results for me, my friends, my clients, and there is research behind them as well. The last thing I want to mention when it comes to boosting your immune system, you guys know I always say this, it doesn't matter how many diets you're on, it doesn't matter how healthy you eat, it doesn't matter even if you take these supplements, if you don't manage your stress and include self-care and movement. Chronic stress will weaken your immune system no matter how healthy you eat, okay? Please be intentional with practices like meditation, deep breathing, EFT to help with regulating your nervous system and reducing cortisol levels because when you have high cortisol, it's going to impact your immune system in the long run. Just want to mention that as a quick reminder for my last part of the episode. Okay, I hope you found this episode helpful. I went a little bit of a tangent on the BV, but I thought it might be helpful for those of you who are curious about what this colloidal silver is all about, because I know it's not often talked about. If you want me to actually talk about this like BV experience, please let me know. I might just do it anyways, but please let me know. It's something that I know a lot of women struggle with. Happy to share my experience. Happy to share how I cured it after like fucking 6 months of having it. Okay, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, good rest of your night, and we will see you in the next episode. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Now, before I let you go, I want to let you know I have this amazing eczema visualization. This visualization has helped me so much when it comes to manifesting eczema healing flares faster than I can ever imagine, reducing the itch, and just feeling great in my body. This is the exact same visualization I use for my own healing as well as my clients' healing as well. And if you want to receive this visualization, then all you have to do is leave us a review and tell us what you think about the podcast, screenshot it, send it to your email at hello@juliachen.ca, and you will receive the visualization to your inbox. I look forward to seeing your review, and we will see you in the next episode.